television. Wally show. What is going on here? Where's your show? Welcome to the Wally show.
So we'll just assess tomorrow morning. But generally, it's our one-to-one and try and get out there and bat and post a total and create pressure that way. You know, representing South Africa 100 times as captain is the mark that it means the most to me. Certainly Protea brand and being a part of this team is something that's very important to myself and the rest of the guys. So to be able to achieve a milestone in these colours is something that I'll remember for a very long time. I think also coming to Newlands, I think it's our marquee test ground in South Africa. The fans always make it special here, and we've played well here. So to come and achieve a milestone like this at this ground is something that I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, day 3, I think. Am I right? Yeah, I think there's a few things. There's a few handovers, also with his charity organisation and stuff. So it'll be nice for him. I think it was meant to happen in New Year's, but because of tragic circumstances, it's been moved to now, this test match. So, yeah, a great servant of South African cricket, and hopefully day 3 will be a big day, support-wise and cricket-wise for him. I think, for me, test matches are about pattern of play, and especially the openers, top 3 is about setting that base up. Sometimes in South Africa, the new ball can be a extremely tough place to bat, and you need to be able to do the hard work up front to allow yourself, to take the game away from people. You need to set that base up, and test matches are the same. I think something besides the top 4 that the side has got really good at is recognising moments in games. Big days, big sessions, and making big impacts on. Like day 2 at the Wanderers was a big day. We made a big impact. And I think we've become very good at that. Is when the game is needed to be stepped up, we've found that extra bit, which is good. But I think there's a lot of experience in our top 4, an understanding of how to handle conditions, what is the right play at the right time, and the guys are prepared to do the hard work and not just play the flashy game. I think they're in a pretty dangerous position, probably for Pakistan as a team. Having been beaten comprehensively at the Wanderers, they're a team that is probably used to having two vastly different performances. I think we can't underestimate the talent that they have, the ability they have, certainly with the ball, and there's a lot of respect from our side for that. So we know that if there's one team that could really bounce back from a performance like that, it could be Pakistan. So I think we've gone about our work the same. Coming to Newlands gives us a lot of confidence also, and there's always a good feeling around the group when we're here. Morna is not too far off Mohamed Irfan, so it's going to be a unique experience. I think it's always difficult to reenact those sort of things. So if it's out in the middle, we'll have to face that challenge. I think there's always pressure on the batsmen to lay the platform for the bowlers. I think our top 6 is probably one of the best top 6s around. Top 7s is turned out performances all around the world in many different conditions. So I think our experience and ability to adapt here will be the key. I'm not too sure how the wicket will play, but I do know that over the weekend, if it gets hot, it will generally get flatter and start to take a little bit of spin, as Newlands does. But I'm sure, like any South African wickets, the new ball will have something in it. I think we've proven that over the last period of time. I think we've been very solid for a length of time now. I guess the challenge is always to keep maintaining that performance now that we've been playing so well. It's always going to be a challenge for us, and you're playing against opposition that are good also, that have talented players, and you need to respect that. And they also can put in good performances. So for us, every test match we've got to keep meeting those expectations and playing well. If you've played long enough, our schedules work. Some years are really busy. Some years, there's more one-day cricket, the 2020 cricket, and it has its ebbs and flows. And how the ICC work that, I don't know. But generally, if you have an England tour in the middle of the year, there's a lot more Test cricket in the season. But again, I think there's a bigger break this year with the Champs Trophy in the middle and the Sri Lanka One Day 2020 series now. But I think the Abu Dhabi is going to be a big challenge for us as a test team, and I think that's going to be a big test. I expect those conditions to spin, so that'll be a big challenge for us as a number 1 test team. And then India, there's talks of that test series going on long, being more test matches than expected. So that's exciting.
Do you think the Pakistan top 6 could have left more?
Well, I guess if a lot of your batters are being caught behind, you'd probably say yes. I'd like to put it down to our guys, creating good angles, getting good swing. Obviously for them, the bounce and the shape, is very different style of batting that's needed in those conditions. And I would have thought that they would have gone away from that thinking, okay, we need to attack this differently. But anytime you have, that many caught behinds, you've got to take a look at how well you leave the ball.